welcome to a new video. In today's video I'm gonna talk about October's new book releases that comes out now in October. Maybe some of the books may or may not have come out when you see this video, but just let you know, these books comes out in October. And now let's roll the video, because I have some spooky and exciting books. So I thought I would start with a Swedish book that I know coming out next week, if I'm correctly, this book will be out next week on the 11th of October. It's a Swedish horror book. Sweden and horror, it's not that much horror books that's been released, so whenever that happens, I don't necessarily need to read the book exactly, like I don't need to know too much about the book because I don't want to. All I know is that I want to read the book because it sounds very good, spooky and creepy. And yes, the book that I'm talking about is Springor i mörker av Springor av mörker av Elina Kangas. The things that I know about the book is that we have a woman here that's leaving a relationship. She's going out to this cabin, and the person that she's renting this cabin at asks her to just clean out the last person that rented this cabin. So, and when she decides to do that, and while she's living there and being there, she starts to hear creepy sounds. That's all I need to know, because I don't want to know too much, but I know that people that has read it has said it is like a creepy, atmospheric book. It's creeping onto you. Yeah, I want to read it. I don't need to say anymore. Next up we have another horror book, but this is a horror from Nick Cutter. I've read 2 of his books. I think it's The Trap and some other book, and I don't remember the book really, but I do know that The Trap that I've read, no, not The Trap, The Troop that I read from him is one of the best books I've read, actually. I think it's more like a horror body horror book. But anyway, he's coming out with a new book, a new horror book, and of course I want to read it. So we have a young woman researching for her missing friend and uncovering a shocking truth. On a sunny morning in June, Margaret Carpenter wakes up to find a new iPhone on her doorstep. She switches it on, find a text from her best friend. The problem is, her best friend has been missing for over a month, and people in town even the police think she's dead. So what could this be? I don't need to know more because it's a horror book, but I just feel like stuff is going to happen and things aren't as easy and maybe even as it seems to be, so it could easily be more horrifying and creepy than it sounds. But yeah, I am looking forward to either listen, I think I will listen to this book, and yeah, so This book comes out on October 29th. So we have another book that I want to read because I've read other books from this author before. It is not a horror, it's more like a feel-good book by V. Bruce Cameron. I've read like A Dog Propose. I've read from this author before, but this book is My Three Dogs is a charming and heartfelt new novel about humankind's best, most loyal friend and a wonderful adventure of love and finding home. And here's a little bit more about this book. When a tragic accident separates three dogs from their human, they find themselves up for adoption separately, but Rex, an Australian shepherd with a heart of gold, refuses to see his family torn apart. And I guess it will going to be like adventure, and I think it will be a happy ending. But I love a good feel-good book. I like to read a book about dogs. It's feel-good, it's charming, it's sweet and fun. And also I love dogs, so I want to read this book. So this book comes out also on October 29th. Here, the next book is a thriller, I think. More like a thriller, mystery thriller. It's The Last One at the Wedding by Rekulak. I think that's how you say it. I will put a picture here somewhere, so yes. Well, here we have, from the best-selling author from the Hidden Pictures comes a breathtaking work of suspense about a father trying to save his daughter from a life-altering decision that will put everything he loves on the line. Frank is shocked when his daughter, Maggie, calls him for the first time in 3 years. He was convinced that their estrangement would become permanent. He's even more surprised when she invites him to her upcoming wedding in New Hampshire. Frank is ecstatic and determined to finally make things right. He arrives to find that the wedding is a private estate, very secluded, very luxurious, very much of Aldi's league. It seems that Maggie failed to mention that she's marrying Aidan Gardner, the son of famous tech billionaire. And just the word secluded I feel like it's going to be that he's coming to try to repair his relationship with his daughter, and she's getting married and stuff, strange and weird stuff will happen while he's there. That's all I want to know. So I'm going to talk about the last book. It's a book that I know that it's a book from Benjamin Stevenson. He has another book calling Everyone in My Family Has Killed Someone. That book I want to read, and now he's coming out with another book. And this book is surrounded when it's Christmas, because the book's name is Everyone This Christmas Has a Secret. And I guess yeah, I have thoughts, but let's read a little bit about this book. Benjamin Stevenson returns with a Christmas addition to his best-selling. That if you have read Everyone in My Family Has Killed Someone, I think it will be something like this again, but now it's around Christmas. It's around when you're getting presents and spending time with your family, and it's snowing outside. Yeah, that's what I think, and I want to read, because we need books. I think we need Christmas books that is around the time when it's Christmas, but it's actually not a feel-good book or a romance. It's a thriller or horror. So this one I want to read. I am looking forward to read this one when it comes out in October, or actually maybe. Yeah, I am looking forward to read this one. Yeah. So that is all of the books that I wanted to talk about in this video. I hope you find somewhat interesting, and maybe you find another book that you wanted to read. Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, and share if you want. All of those things really help my channel grow, and it also will make me happy. And thank you so much for watching.